I stayed at the Intercontinental in Medina, and this is my experience of it. There are actually two Intercontinental hotels fairly close to each other. The Dar al Iman is closer, being right in front of the gate. The one I stayed at was the Dar al Hijra, which is about 200 meters from the entrance to the Prophet's Mosque. Not sure what made Intercontinental decide to open up two hotels this close to each other. On a previous trip, I did actually stay at the Dar al Iman. On this occasion though, I stayed at the Dar al Hijra as the pricing was better for our group of 6. We arrived late at night to check in. As we just had hand luggage, we didn't require any assistance from porters, although at this time of night I couldn't see any. They are usually there during the day. Now this is where things got interesting for us. We were a group of 6 split across 2 rooms. The check-in staff said that as I'm a platinum member, they had upgraded one of the rooms to a suite. I asked if they could upgrade both, or alternatively,
instead of giving us 2 rooms like that, you got those 3-bedroom apartments. Is it not possible to maybe you can put us all in the 3-bedroom apartment, if possible? Maybe.
Okay, sir, I give it 3-bedroom apartment.
Excellent, thank you very much.
as the old saying goes, if you don't ask, you don't get.
What has a list?
Once checked in, we proceeded to the back of the hotel where the lifts were located. The lifts are actually split into 2 parts. Most of the suites and apartments are located in the VIP section on the upper floors, while the other lifts service the regular rooms. As we got off the lift, I told the rest of the group that I managed to get an upgrade, but I don't think any of us were prepared for how big this upgrade actually turned out to be.
Look at that, man. Look at what? Like a whole house.
What the fuck?
Oh my God.
Look at this. What the?
You can sleep on the sofa.
You guys gotta get an upgrade with me. This is crazy, man.
The lights. That's the only one the lights.
Oh my word.
Got a kitchen. The whole house. The lights.
Oh, hold on.
Yo, you got 2 beds here, bathroom here.
Oh my word, man. Yeah, this is crazy.
I am gas.
This never.
I'm gas.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. This is, look, this is his own living room.
So the upgrade we got consisted of a huge living room and a dining room. It had a kitchen next to it, and next to that it had 2 single beds, which I assume were probably for the maid's room. The main entrance lobby connected the living room area to the bedrooms via a long corridor, which had its own family bathroom. To the left there was a bedroom with 2 double beds and ensuite. There was another room with essentially the same layout as this.
So they've got phones in every room, they've got these brand new TVs, tissues and the usual stuff. Okay, so they give you some extra blankets and pillows, and this is a bathrobe, I believe. And then you've got usual slippers and so on, and a bag and this safe. Perfect. Oh, of course, a Quran.
The bathroom did feel a bit dated, with certain parts very worn. It did the job, but it's one part of the room that let it down somewhat. At the end of the corridor there was a room with its own lounge, essentially a suite. This was probably the best upgrade I've ever received ever since being a Platinum IHG member, so hats off to the Intercontinental Dar al Hijra for this. If I didn't have this upgrade, then essentially this is what a standard room would look like. It's spacious and not too bad actually, although the deco did feel a bit dated. Most of the hotels around here seem to be of the same kind of age and deco. In fact, the Dar al Iman that I stayed at previously had almost identical deco. Now I don't know how true this is, so take it with a pinch of salt, but I've been told by someone that a lot of the hotels around the mosque are very old and will be demolished at some point. But that bit of news conflicts with what I saw in the lobby. It seems like this hotel is planning on some spectacular changes to bring it bang up to date and worthy of the Intercontinental name. There's no date on this, so it's something to keep an eye on if considering this hotel. The breakfast area can be found up some escalators from the ground floor.
And the food hall itself is tiny. I believe there's a larger seating area through the right.
The breakfast selection was a bit odd for my British tastes. A lot of the items were what I would consider lunch items. There was variety, but it was the wrong sort of variety for breakfast.
This is the Asian corner, of course. We got rice and curry.
I mainly ate omelettes and pancakes, which were as close to a typical breakfast item I could find. The drinks area was in a separate area just off the room with the tables and chairs. It had most of what you'd expect in a typical hotel setting. After breakfast, I took a walk outside to check out the surroundings.
So the Intercontinental Hotel is just there, and even though this central area is pedestrianised, which is good, unfortunately there's this section which you have to navigate and cross, and it is a bit dangerous because you have to just weave in and out and hope that you don't get run over. Generally the drivers are good in the sense they can maneuver around you, but it is a bit scary. So yeah, it's just something to be aware of if you stay at the Intercontinental. And then it's about a 200-meter walk to the entrance of the Prophet's Mosque.
For comparison, the Hilton is located closer, just on the right here, and Sofitel is on the left. I would argue that the Sofitel is probably the more modern looking one out of the two. One of the nice things I came across while in Saudi was that most hotels provide dates and Arabic coffee or tea in the lobby. It's a nice authentic touch that reflects one of the traditions of the Prophet, peace be upon him, who used to eat dates.
Hijra or something.
That's not a job.
Isn't it Hijra? So dates and Arabic coffee, is it? Throughout the hotel you've got all of these old historical pictures. Amazing. This one of the Kaaba. And then you've got this one, I'm not sure what that is. Yeah, piece of history.
All in all, I found my stay at the Intercontinental pleasant. For me, the upgrade helped to make it a lot better than it actually was. If I didn't get the upgrade, I may not have felt so positive about it. Around Medina, it is quite difficult to get a decent quality hotel that is modern but not stupidly priced. My alternative choice would have been the Pullman on the south side. However, I decided to go with the Intercontinental due to its proximity to shops and restaurants, which were only a short walk away. Another key reason for choosing the Intercontinental was price. For a group of 6 people, you will have to split the group up between either 2 or 3 rooms depending on the hotel. I wanted triple beds so that no one needed to share a double, but that requirement turned out to be quite tricky as many hotels that can take 3 often have a double bed and a single sofa bed or a rollaway bed. Just limiting my search to triple rooms that had 3 actual separate beds helped narrow down the search. I paid about £1,200 for 2 triple rooms for 3 nights, which I thought was decent value. Of course, I received excellent value following the upgrade. I would recommend adding this Intercontinental to your shortlist. However, do also consider the other Intercontinental if it's within your price range. If I were looking just for 2 people though, then I would consider the more modern Sofitel. Again, it all depends on if the price is reasonable.